Well, Hadfield's adventures in space and his keen communication skills are an inspiration to millions of young Canadians, including a member of our own CBC News Network weather team. Here are photos of our colleague Janine Baijnath and friends. She's the really tall one with a big smile. She's in the desert pretending to be an astronaut with other people who'd also like to be astronauts. This was a training exercise that helped her to prepare for an even bigger one. Janine is about to take part in a NASA research program in Moffat Field, California, and she'll be the only Canadian there. Janine Baijnath joins me now in studio here, so very exciting stuff.
Thanks, Christine.
We saw those pictures. They look really cool. Where exactly are you and what are you doing in those pictures?
It is pretty crazy. I'm surprised that they actually put it up there. This was a few years ago. I was an undergraduate student in Earth and Atmospheric Science, and I went to the Mars Desert Research Station in Hanksville, Utah. It's a very isolated desert area, and we were conducting scientific experiments through using trying to figure out how it would be like to conduct these experiments if we were on the Martian surface. So by doing that, we had to don into these spacesuits and go out and conduct extravehicular activities with these spacesuits on to see the challenges of how it would be like to live on Mars.
What did it feel like?
It was exciting. I felt free, to be honest, although I had the big helmet on and the fan pack on. It felt nice to just be out in the desert there and exploring the unknown.
So I mentioned this in the intro, you are the only Canadian student who was accepted into the NASA IMES Academy this summer. Do you know why they picked you?
That's a good question, Christine. I have no idea.
You're supposed to say because naturally.
I'm just awesome. No, it was a pretty intense selection process. I had to write a number of different essays. I had to have my professors from the University of Waterloo recommend me for the program. And then I was shortlisted through the Canadian Space Agency. And finally, NASA had to pick the one student from Canada. So definitely an honor. You know, I've always wanted to, it was always my dream to work at NASA since I was 6. So definitely going to, I'm looking forward to the experience.
That is amazing. So what are you going to do there?
Well, there are a few things I'll be doing. The first thing would be I'll be working one-on-one with a NASA scientist there, and we'll be looking at improving earthquake predictions. So there's a lot of things that we don't know about earthquakes right now in terms of pinpointing when these earthquakes and natural disasters would actually happen. So we're going to be looking at monitoring some sort of warning signals. What are the warning signals that we can, look for to help predict these earthquakes in a better way.
Mm-hmm. So earthquake predictions is one thing you'll be working on, but what are you most excited about when you get there?
You know, they're just everything in general. How does the NASA Academy work? How does the space business work? All their policies. So it's one thing to learn about the science, but the business behind it as well. Being able to work with the other students, it's an international program. So a student from Europe and, some students from the US as well, being able to do teamwork, team building. We'll be covering some projects on that will hopefully be flown in the International Space Station as well. So definitely looking forward to working on that.
And I understand that your research team will be looking at contributions to the International Space Station.
Yes. Well, the good thing about it is that we have a number of different students from different backgrounds. So my background is in Earth and Atmospheric Science, but we have a number of students who are in space engineering and physics and robotics and biology. So we're hoping to kind of hone in on all their skills and combine them into producing a project that we could potentially test on the ISS.
I'm just curious to know what all of you guys will sit around and talk about. A bunch of very smart kids. Well, speaking of the ISS, Chris Hadfield, our very own up there, he's supposed to be making his return to Earth on Monday after a 5-month mission.
That's right.
I have to say, his tweets, his pictures, and everything, I have found them inspiring. I can't imagine, how has he inspired you?
Yeah, he definitely has. A number of astronauts have inspired me. Chris Hadfield in particular, because I'm always on Twitter. I'm always looking at the amazing pictures that he tweets, and it's an inspiration to me. He also, I think, was a postgrad at the University of Waterloo, where I attend right now. So again, just a motivation to keep, tracking on and doing the best I can. So definitely an inspiration for me, as well as the other Canadian astronauts, including Julie Payette and Robert Thirsk as well.
Well, I hope we're starting the first step of tracking your journey to space, Janine.
And I hope to contribute to CBC in whatever way I can with whatever knowledge I gain from there.
Yeah, well, we're lucky to have you.
Thank you.
Janine, thanks so much and good luck this summer.
Thank you, Christine.
Our own Janine Baijnath.